are continuing in a series called Comfort for the Soul, where we are drawing from Psalms and then worship music that highlights or corresponds beautifully with those Psalms. Put this series together out of a place of recognizing that in the middle of a Michigan winter, entering into yet more periods of pandemic, we're all a little tired and we're all a little overwhelmed. And so we look to these particular scriptures and songs to bring us some sense of comfort, but also in a slightly different way than we normally worship together. So,
to take the hand of the despised and diseased and walk proudly with them in the high street. Some might see you and be encouraged to do likewise. To plant a public kiss of concern on the cheek of the sick and the aged and infirm, and count that as a natural action to be expected. To let gratitude be the pillow upon which you kneel to say your nightly prayer, and let faith be the bridge you build to overcome evil and welcome good.
We thirst for more of you. Fill our hearts and flood our souls with one desire.
At the very center of the psalm we heard this morning, there's an instruction with a powerful image followed by a deep promise. The instruction was to meditate on God's law. The promise is that if we do meditate on God's law, we will be like trees planted by streams of water, whose leaves do not wither, and all that they do, they prosper.
Ordinary lives, it's time for us to more than just survive. We were made to...
And so in these next moments, let us consider this question. How is God leading me in this time to prosper and to thrive?
So what was once bare is now full. We were made to thrive. And when we thrive, others may thrive as well. If we are willing to share, we are willing to open our lives.
Just to know you and to make you known, we lift your name on high. Shine like the sun, make darkness run and hide.
To ignore no vision which comes to enlarge your range and increase your spirit. To dare to love deeply and risk everything for the good thing.
Oh God, indeed, we desire to thrive and not just merely survive. So breathe your holy breath into us and allow us to live fully and abundantly in your spirit. And when we live into that abundance, let that abundance flow out into this world. Make us a generous people in your love, in your word, and in your action. Amen.
To float happily in the sea of infinite substance, which set aside riches for you before you had a name. And by doing so, you and your work will be able to continue eternally.